Welcome back. Today we are going to continue our exercise 3.3 with the question number 3. The question number 3 is related to the word problems. That means the word problems are given. We have to analyze the word problems and understand it properly, and after understanding it we have to form the pair of equation and we have to solve it by the substitution method. Okay, so let's start to do the questions one by one. Very first question. The difference between two numbers is 26. We have the two numbers, difference of that two numbers, that is the 26. And one number is 3 times the other one. Here one number is greater, another one is smaller. Then this comparison takes place. So one number is 3 times the other number. So find them. We have to find out that two numbers. Let's do the calculation. So first of all we have to assume that two numbers. So let two numbers are x and y. Okay, two numbers, these are the two numbers that we assumed x and y. But the one point is that here one number is greater and another number is smaller. So both the numbers are different. Okay, one is greater, another one is smaller. So we have to specify here where x is greater than y. X is greater and y is smaller. So when we make the equation, so this part will be useful to us. Okay, now first point. So यहाँ पे लिखेंगे, we will write down it as per first condition. The difference between two numbers is 26. So in the difference, obviously first we have to take the greater number and second we have to take the smaller number. So what is the first number? X. That is a greater number, that we have to take it first. And what the smaller number? Y. X is greater, y is smaller. So for the difference, first we have to take the greater number minus taking the difference with the smaller number, and that difference is what? 26. That's my equation number 1. Is that clear? Okay. Now come to the second situation. As per the second condition, what the comparison? And one number is 3 times the other one. That means one number is 3 times the other one. That means greater number we have to take it. This greater number, that is 3 times the smaller one. Okay. So when we will make the 3 times the smaller number, we can get the greater number. Okay. We cannot do like that. Suppose we have the two numbers 10 and 30. Okay. So to make the 10 3 times, that you get the greater number 30. It's not like that 10 that is equal to 3 times the 30. Okay. This one is not possible. Okay. So the smaller number we will make the 3 times and get the greater number. So that's why we did here the smaller number we will make the 3 times and that will be equal to the greater number. That's my equation number 2. Is that? Now the method of substitution, in that we have to replace the one variable in the place of the other variable. So here equation number 2, that is ready-made x is equal to 3y, already value of x we have. So directly we can do the calculation. Replace x is equal to 3y in equation number 1. What the equation number 1? X minus y is equal to 26. Here I will substitute in the place of x, y. How? In the place of x I will replace 3y. So that is the 3y minus y is equal to 26. Now you can see these both are the like terms. So 3y minus 1y, it will be 2y is equal to 26. So y is equal to 26 divided by 2. So to multiplication to division. So y is equal to what? 13. Understood? Okay. Now this value we have to replace in the another equation to get the value of x. That we have both the option, either equation 1 or equation 2. But equation 2 will be easier part because x is equal to something, that's ready part. Okay. So replace y is equal to 13 in equation number 2. What the equation number 2? First we will write down x equal to 3y. In the place of y we will replace here 13. So 3 in the place of y. When I replace here 13, 13 3s are 39. Okay. So this one is the value of x. So finally हम हमारा आंसर कंक्लूड करेंगे. So the required two numbers are 39 and second number is what? Y, that is the 13. See, in the word problem you have to complete your answer by write down the last statement in a statement form. Okay. Okay, now come to the second question. The question is the larger of two supplementary angles, that means the given two angles are the supplementary angles. Supplementary angles, that means sum of two angles will be 180. Then we can say it's a supplementary angles. Okay, so here the given two angles are supplementary angles first of all. So the larger of two supplementary angles exceeds the smaller one by 18 degree. We have the two supplementary angles, so from that we can get a one equation, and the second comparison between the larger angle and the smaller angle, and by that comparison we can get the another equation. But before that we need the two angles, so that we will assume as a unknown angles it's a variable x and variable y. Okay, so let's start. Let larger angle that be x and smaller angle that be y. Okay, now these both the angles are supplementary angles, so we can get the equation easily. So we will write down as per first condition, that is the both are supplementary angles, that means sum of these both the angles, that is 180. So I will write down angle x plus angle y, that is equal to 180. That's my equation number 1. Clear? Now second, as per second condition. What the second condition? So the larger of two supplementary angles exceeds and greater होना the smaller, that by 18. Okay, so we will write down it, the larger of supplementary angle, that is the angle x, that is larger, that exceeds is equal to exceeds यानी कि greater होना, how much greater? 18 degree. Then what? Smaller one compared to smaller angle. Smaller angle is y. So we can write down like that. Okay, the angle x, that is a greater angle, that is exceeds. Greater है, how much greater? That is the 18. By what? Smaller angle. That's my equation number 2. And it's a ready-made form of the x. So we will replace the value of x here in the equation number 1. So by the substitution method, replace x is equal to y plus 18 in equation number 1. So equation number 1 is the x plus y, that is equal to 180. In that, in the place of x, I am going to replace y plus 18. So in the place of x, when I replace y plus 18, that is in the place of x, and plus y is already here. So what happened? Y plus y becomes the 2y, and 18 goes to right side. So 180 minus 18. So finally 2y is equal to 180 minus 18. That will be 162. So value of y is equal to what? 81. Is it clear? So value of y we derived. Now come to the value of x. Okay. Now replace y is equal to 81 in equation number 2 में ही replace कर लेते हैं. What the equation number 2? X is equal to y plus 81. Okay. When I replace here, y is equal to what? 81. So what happened? X is equal to, when I add both, so I will get the 99. Clear? That's the value of x. And here you can see the difference between these two. That's what? 18. And this one is a greater angle, this one is a smaller angle. So measures of two angles is 99 and 81. These are the two required angles. Clear, Micho? Okay, now we are going to discuss about the question number 3. The question is, the coach of a cricket team buys 7 bats and 6 balls for rupees 3,800. Later, she buys 3 bats and 5 balls for rupees 1,750. So find the cost of each bat and each ball. So obviously here asking the cost of each bat and each ball. So these are the two variables for us. So we will assume the cost of each bat and each ball first as a x and y. So let the cost of each bat is rupees x and cost of each ball, that is rupees y. Cost of one bat x rupees, cost of one ball y rupees. Now we discuss about the one by one both the situation as per first condition. So what as per the first condition given, the coach of a cricket team buys 7 bats and 6 balls. One bat cost you how much? X rupees. So 7 bats cost you 7x. Suppose one bat cost you 500 rupees. So for the 2 bats you have to multiply 2 by cost of 1 bat. So 2 multiply 500, that will be 1000. Same way here the cost of 1 bat, that is x rupees. So cost of 7 bats multiplied by 7, that is the total cost of 7 bats. Now 6 balls. So cost of 1 ball y rupees. So cost of 6 balls 6y, and the total is what? 3,800. It's so simple to make the equation. Okay, now come to the second part. Later she buys 3 bats and 5 balls for 1,750 rupees. Okay, so as per second condition, cost of 3 bats, 1 bat cost you x rupees, cost of 3 bats 3x rupees, plus cost of 5 balls, that is the 5y. So total 1,750. That's my equation number 2. Now we have to solve this pair of equation by the substitution method. So either I have to choose the equation 1 or 2. But equation number 2 have the smaller coefficient. So we will give the priority to this equation. So consider equation number 2. And from that variable x coefficient is smaller. So we will make the equation for variable x. So 5y we will shift here. So 3x is equal to 1,750 minus 5y. Okay, and 3 will be in the denominator. So value of x will be what? 1,750 minus 5y upon 3, and make it equation number 3. Now we will replace this value in this value we derived from equation number 2. So this value we have to replace in the rest of the equation, that is the equation number 1. So we will write down here, replace x equal to, what the value of x? 1,750 minus 5y upon 3 in equation number 1. So we will replace this value in the equation number 1. So equation number 1 is the 7. In the place of x, we are going to replace 1750 minus 5y upon 3. Okay, that's the value of x. 7x plus 6y plus 6y, that is equal to 3800. Clear? Now here no any product will be possible, cancellation will be not there, so we will 7 multiply here in the numerator and 3 we will take it as a LCM. Both the things we will take together. So 1750 minus 5y, the LCM is 3, so here already 3 is there, so no change in the numerator. But here in the denominator no any 3, so it's a 1, so 3 ones are 3. So that means we have to multiply by 6 3s are 18y, and here also we have to multiply. So 38, when I multiply here, so it will be 38 3s are, so it's 35 11400. Clear? 8 3s are 24. Yeah. Clear? Check. Now again we will multiply here by 7. So 0, 7 multiply with 1750. So 0, 7 5s are 35, 3 carry, 7 7s are 49, 49 plus 3, that's a 52. 5 will be carried, 7 ones are 7 plus 5, 12. 12250 minus 7 5s are 35y plus 18y, 11400. Clear? Now these two 35y and 18y both are the like terms, so it will be added or subtracted. But here the 35y negative and 18y positive. So that means subtraction will take place. So 35y and the 18, the subtraction will be 17y, but that's a minus because the greater number is 35y. That term is greater and the sign is negative. Okay, 12250 we will shift here, minus 12250 and plus 1140. 11400. So now minus 17y, here this one is negative, this one is positive, so subtraction will take place. So when I subtract 12250, from that I will subtract the 11400. So 0 minus 0 0, 5 minus 0 5, 2, yani कि 12 minus 4, it will be 8. Here it's a 1, so 850, that's a negative. Okay, and both sides are negative, so we will remove the sign. So y is equal to what? 850 upon what? 17. So value of y is equal to 17 5s are 85, right? So it's a 50. And now we will replace value of y in this equation number 3. So we will write down, replace y is equal to 50 in equation number what? 3. What the equation number 3? So x equal to 1750 minus 5 and the y, value of y is 50 upon what? 3. Clear? 1750 minus 5 into value of variable y, that is 50. So 5 5s are 25, so it's a 250 upon what? 3. When 1750 from that I subtract the 250, it will be 1500 upon 3. So it's a 5. Okay, so value of x is what? 500. So the cost of each bag is rupees what? 500, and that of ball is rupees 50. Okay, I didn't have the much more space, but you can understand here. At last you have to write down the cost of each bat is rupees 500 and the cost of each ball, that is rupees 50. Okay, understood? Now students, we are going to discuss about the question number 4. The question is, the taxi charges in a city consist of a fixed charge together with the charge for the distance covered. That means a taxi fare that includes the sum of the fixed charge and sum of the charge that a person traveled. Okay, for a distance of 10 km, for a distance of 10 km. If some passenger travel by the 10 km, so the charge paid is rupees 105, including the fixed charge and the charge per kilometer. For a journey of the 15 km, the charge paid will be rupees 155. So what the fixed charge is and the charges per kilometer. We have the two different traveling charges. One is a fixed charge. Whatever the number of kilometer you will take a journey, right? You have to pay that fixed charge. And the second charge, that will be dependable how many kilometers you travel, right? According to that, the charge will be applicable. So two charges here. How much does a person have to pay for traveling a distance of 25 km? So again, one more question. We have to find out the first of all fixed charges as well as the charge per kilometer. These two things that we have to calculate. And second thing, after calculating that, we have to find out the charge for the 25 km traveling. Okay. So we need the two variable x and y. So one variable we will take for the fixed charge, and second variable we will assume for the charge per kilometer. So let the fixed charge be rupees x and charge per kilometer, that's be rupees y. Clear? Now, as per first condition, what the first condition? For a distance of 10 km, the total charge paid will be what? 105. So fixed charge, that is x. Now y rupees charge, that is per kilometer. And every 1 km you have to pay the y rupees. So for the 1 km 1y, for the 2 km 2y, for the 3 km 3y rupees. Right? So here how many kilometers are there? 10 kilometers. So per kilometer charge is y rupees. You travel by the 10 kilometers. So 10 kilometer charge 10y rupees. So 10y rupees, that is the 10 kilometer charges for per kilometer wise, and this one is a fixed charge. Combined the total bill 105 rupees. This one is a fixed charge as well as this one is a charge per kilometer, and total bill, that is 105 rupees that you have to pay. Understood? This one is my equation number 1. Now, as per second condition, for that, for the journey of 15 km, the charge paid is what? 155 rupees. So fixed charge x rupees plus per kilometer charge is y rupees. How many kilometers? 15 kilometers. So 15 km charge is a 15y, and total amount is a 155. That's my equation number 2. Clear? Now, to solve by the substitution method, any of the one equation we will select. So I will go with the first one. Consider the equation number 1, and from that I will derive the value of x. So 10y we will shift to the right side. So x is equal to 105 minus 10y. 10y shift karenge. Okay. So this one is the equation number 3. Now we will replace this value of x. This value we derived from the equation number 1. So we have to replace in the rest of the equation. That is the equation number 2. Let's do it. So we will write down here, replace x equal to, what the value of x? 105 minus 10y. So 105 minus 10y in equation number 2. This one we derived from the equation number 1. So we will replace this value in equation number 2. So equation number 2, in that we will replace here. So equation number 2 is what? X plus 15y, that is equal to 155. In the place of x I am replacing, so x will be eliminated, will be removed, and 105 minus 10y. So in the place of x we replaced here y. Now these two are the like terms. So from the 15y, when I subtract the 10y, it will be 5y, and 105 we will shift to the right side. So 155 minus 105. So 5y is equal to, this subtraction will be what? It's a 50. So y will be what? 5 goes to the denominator. So 50 divided by 5, it will be 10. Now we will replace this value to find out the x in any of the one equation, 1, 2 or 3. But I will select the third one because x value is ready made. So now I will write down, replace y is equal to 10 in equation number 3. What is equation number 3? X equal to 105 minus 10y. Y is what? 10. 10y. In the place of y, we will replace here 10. So the calculation will be what? 105 minus 100. So that is equal to what? It's a 5. So x equal to 5 is clear. So the fixed charge is rupees 5 and charge per kilometer is rupees 10. Clear? This one is our one answer. Okay. Now second point. The second point is what? If someone travels the 25 kilometers, so what he or she has to pay? So for 25 kilometer, traveling, the charge is, okay, so x kilometer, that is the fixed charge, x rupees, that is the fixed charge, and per kilometer charge is y rupees. So how many kilometers? 25. So 25y. Now here I will replace the value of x and y. So what the value of x? 5 rupees is the fixed charge, and 25 multiply with y, that is the per kilometer charge, 10 rupees, multiply by 25 kilometer. So 5 plus 25 into 10, 250. So that addition is 255. 255 rupees. So for 25 kilometer traveling, the charge is rupees what? 255 rupees. Understood, bachcho? This one is our second answer. Clear? Okay, bachcho. Now we are going to discuss about the question number 5. A fraction becomes 9 by 11 if 2 is added to both the numerator and the denominator. As we know that the fraction, we have the numerator and as well as denominator. If we added 2 to the numerator as well as denominator, so that fraction value becomes the 9 by 11. Second thing, if 3 is added to both the numerator and the denominator, so the fraction becomes 5 by 6. So find the fraction. So to find the fraction, first we have to assume the numerator and the denominator. So let's assume it. Let the numerator be x and y, where y not equal to 0, because denominator not equal to 0 in any of the fraction, otherwise it will be not defined. Okay, so our original fraction, that is the numerator upon denominator, where y not equal to 0. Clear? Now as per the first condition, what as per the first condition, a fraction becomes 9 by 11 if 2 is added to both the numerator and the denominator. So right now our numerator is x and denominator is y. 2 is added to both numerator we are adding 2 and denominator we are adding 2. So our fraction becomes what? 9 by 11. Clear? Now we will simplify it. So cross multiply we will do 11 multiply here and y plus 2 multiply with the 9. So 11 multiply with x plus 2 and y plus 2 multiply with 9. Okay, now I will multiply 11 here. So it will be 11x and 11 multiplied to it will be 22. Here 9 multiply with y, 9y, 9 2s are 18. Clear? And now 9y we will shift here. So 11x minus 9y, that is equal to 22 will shift there. So 18 minus what? 22. So 11x minus 9y, that is equal to 18 and minus 22, that subtraction is minus 4. That's our equation number 1. Clear? Now further, as per second condition, what is the second condition? 3 is added to both numerator as well as denominator. Right now our numerator is x, we are adding 3. Then our denominator is y, so we are adding again 3. So we are adding 3 in the numerator as well as in the denominator. So obviously the fraction will be changed. So what the fraction? It will be 5 by 6. Now we will do the cross multiplication. So 6 multiply here and y plus 3 multiply with the 5. When I multiply here 6, so 6 multiply x plus 3, y plus 3 multiply with 5. So y plus 3 multiply with 5 here. I will expand here. So 6 multiply with x, 6x. 6 multiply 3, 6 3s are 18. 5 multiply here, so it will be 5y and 5 3s are what? 15. Now 5y we will shift here, so 6x minus 5y. 18 we will shift to the right side, it's a minus 18. So 6x minus 5y is equal to 15 minus 18, it will be minus 3. That's my equation number 2. Clear? Now, to solve this pair of equation and get the fraction, we have to select any of the one equation. So, equation number 2 coefficient, that's a smaller. So, I will go with the equation number 2. So, consider equation number 2. From that, variable x value we will calculate. So, minus 5 we will shift to the right side. So, 6x. That is equal to minus 5y will shift to the right side, so it will be plus 5y and minus 3 is already there. 6 multiplication to division, so x equal to what? 5y minus 3 upon 6 multiplication to division. So it's like this, equation number 3. Okay, and now we will replace this value. This value we derived from the equation number 2. So rest of the equation is equation number 1. So we will replace this value in equation number 1. Let's do it. Replace x is equal to 5y minus 3 upon 6 in equation number what? 1. What my equation number 1? 11 x. What the value of x I will replace? 5y minus 3 upon 6. Then minus 9y. That is equal to minus 4. 11x value that we replaced minus 9y and is equal to what? Minus 4. Now here no any simplification will be there with the 11 and 6. 11 is our numerator and 6 is our denominator. So we will take the LCM and we will multiply 11 also. So 11 5y minus 3. Okay, 6 multiply here because the LCM 9 6 are 54y. That's why we are multiplying here 6. Here also multiplying by 6. 6 4s are 24. Right? Now 11 5s are 55y minus 11 3s are 33 minus 54y is equal to minus 24. Now these two are the like terms. So 55y minus 54y, it will be 1y, and minus 33 we will shift to the right side. So 33 minus, it will be plus 33 minus 24. So value of y will be what? 33 minus 24. How much, Bichu? It's a 9. Clear? Now to get the value of x, I will replace y is equal to 9 in equation number 1, 2 or 3. But third will be easier. So replace y is equal to 9 in equation number 3. What the equation number 3? X equal to 5. Value of y 9 minus 3 upon what? 6. Okay. So now 9 5s are 45. 45 minus 3 by 6. 45 minus 3 is how much? 42 by 6. So it will be 7. So value of x will be what? 7. Is that okay? So our question is to find the fraction. So original fraction, that is equal to x by y. Value of x is 7, value of y is 9. Okay. So required fraction is what? 7 by 9. Clear? Now we are going to discuss about the question number 6. The question is 5 years hence, yani ki after 5 years, the age of Jacob will be 3 times that of his son. And after the 5 years, the Jacob age will be 3 times the age of his son. 5 years ago, it's a past. Before 5 years, Jacob's age was 7 times that of his son. In the past 5 years, we are comparing the age of Jacob and his son. So Jacob's age was, it's a 7 times that of his son's age. So what are their present ages? So first of all, we have to assume they are both the present ages, that is a variable x and y. Here the question related to the age, so the unit required, that is the years. In a word problem, mostly you require a unit, so take care about it. So in the solution part, first we will assume that present age of Jacob be x years and present age of his son, that's be y years. Clear? Now we have to discuss about the two different situations. One is the 5 years hence and after 5 years, and 5 years ago. That means after 5 years. After the 5 years, that means we are talking about the future. So whatever our present age, in that we have to add the 5 years to get the age after 5 years. So same age we cannot use it here. So we have to add the 5 years here. So Jacob's age will be future, that means will be what? X plus 5 years, and his son's age will be y plus 5 years. Okay. Now as per first condition, so what the first condition? 5 years hence, the age of Jacob will be 3 times that of his son. Jacob's age, that is the x plus 5, will be unequal to, that is the 3 times multiplied by 3. What? That of his son's age. Son's age after the 5 years, that is the y plus 5. So here, understand it better. The age of Jacob will be equal to that is the 3 times that of his son's age will be at that time. So Jacob age will be equal to 3 times the that of his son's age. Okay. So now we will simplify it. So for that we will multiply here by 3. So it's a 3y plus 5 3s are 15. Okay. And now 3y we will shift here. So x minus 3y is equal to 5 we will shift here. 15 minus 5. So here we only x we are following the substitution method, so only 5 we will shift here. So 3y plus, that's a better option. So x will be what? 15 minus 5 and then 3y plus 10. Give it equation number 1. Okay, that's it. Now, second situation. What is the second situation? 5 years hence, that's the first situation. Second situation, 5 years ago. Okay, now Jacob's age was 5 years ago, it's a past. So from the present age, we have to subtract the 5 years. So that is the x minus 5 years. Okay, and his son's age was, that is the y minus 5 years. Clear? So as per second condition, that is the 5 years ago, what the comparison between them both the ages? That's Jacob's age was 7 times that of his son's age. Jacob's age, that is the x minus 5 years, that is n equal to was 7 times that of his son's age. Is that? Now we will expand here. X minus 5 is equal to 7. We will multiply. So 7y minus 7 5s are 35. So after that we will get our equation. Minus 5 we will shift here and 7y will shift here. So x minus 7y is equal to, when I shift the minus 5 to the right side, it will be minus 35 plus 5. So what the equation? So x minus 7y is equal to minus 30. That's my equation number 2. Clear? Now do the further calculation. To solve this pair of equation, I will replace the value of x, that is in equation number 1, that is in equation number 2. So finally, replace x is equal to, what we will replace? 3y plus 10 in equation number 2. Now look at here carefully. Value of x here 3y plus 10. X minus 7y. What the? Minus 7y. X minus 7y is equal to what? Minus 30. Okay. So 7y and 3y. The subtraction will be minus 4y. That is equal to 10 goes to right side. So minus 30 and minus 10. So minus 4y is equal to minus 40. Okay, both the side negative. So 4y is equal to what? 40. So y is equal to 4 goes to denominator. It will be 10. 40 divided by 10. So value of y we get it 10. Now second calculation, that is for the x. So for that, value of y we will replace in the equation number 1. So easily we can get the value of x. So now we will write down here, replace y is equal to 10 in equation number what? 1. What the equation number 1? X plus x is equal to 3y plus 10. 3. Value of y is what? 10 plus 10. So x is equal to, see, 3y plus 10. Y value we replaced here 10. So 10 3s are 30 plus 10. So value of x equal to what? 40. Understood? And last, I didn't have the space, so I have to say verbally. So you also please take care about, so you have to write down your answer in a proper statement form. So the question is what the present age is. So the present age of Jacob is 40 years and his son's present age is 10 years. That you have to write down at last. Clear?